Nobody told me that my mic was muted. Because my mic was muted. And I just realized that my mic is muted. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We already start off bad because literally the whole time my mic was muted and I did not realize till now. So, hi, everyone. Hope you're having a good night. I feel like every stream I do is chaotic. Either it happens at the beginning, towards the end, in the middle. The whole time it's created. So we're playing this game called Our Life. I kind of made the music lower, as far as I know. If you can't tell during the stream. And so we're and I read the tutorial and y'all didn't hear it. That's okay. It showed on the screen, so y'all can read it yourself. Trust me, I'll do more reading throughout this game. But yeah, that's our character, and we're basically going to try to find the love of our life, and we're going to go through the stages of from childhood all the way up to adult. I still love how I was literally muted the whole time. And I still don't like why I have the option of like hands and maybe I'm missing something. Oh well, I'm done. I can't even see it anyway. Ooh, I got an achievement. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of the year. Their usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination, with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, weather, and the relaxation that comes with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacation with it. During the summer, your mom didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing by their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. So we got options already. You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back at them anyway. That's how I am sometimes. I'm like I'll say hi back, but I'm like, you don't have to say hi to me all the time. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people, since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. You were too anxious to say hi back to most of the other residents that greeted you, but they all knew you well enough to expect that. I'm gonna do the first one. It was the polite thing to do, after all. And your mom has, and your mom's, ooh, moms, okay. And your moms had taught you to always be respectful. But today, there was a man sitting at the curbside outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person, or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. I don't know why, but saying Sunset Bird is throwing me off. I'm gonna say like Sunset Boulevard. It was rare for a tourist to venture into the residential district, as your mom calls it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. You hadn't exactly been listening at the time. You think it could be okay to talk to new people? Hell no. They mention. I mean, that's. I mean, if you do that, it's not a problem. Let's say like shady as hell. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. Yeah, true. You remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. I mean, that's true too. I'm gonna go to the middle one. You weren't sure about this man yet. Still, you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door. Oh, he was like right in front of the door? But you were pretty interested. You wanted to know more about what was going on. Whether he was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. So we starting from like, I mean, even as an adult, I've been scared too. Let's do the first one. Still, you feel a bit scared. You slow down, your mind racing for ideas on how to get past him unseen, but it was too late to escape. Ah, shit. Shite. There was a split second where your eyes met, and you took in a shaky breath. Your eyes dart into the sky, pretend to stare at the bird who was hovering nearby. Yo, that is something I would do. Like, and so my kids, I want to make it like, oh, I'm looking at the sky, and so I'll probably like avert to like the side somewhere. Hey, his voice startled you and made you jump, but still you didn't look at him. The bird landed on top of a nearby gatepost, and its black feathers ruffled against the gentle breeze. Trying to keep your eyes on it was tough, especially when the man stood up and started to make his way to it. Right? Not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. Still unsure about him, but wanting to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. Your whole body was frozen in place as he approaches. Shit, I don't know. I'm thinking between these two. Uh, we're gonna do the your whole body was frozen because I think I'll probably be like pretty scared as some strange man walking to me.
Uh,
Oh, never mind. He can walk to me. He can walk straight to me. Do you live around here? What's your name? You looked the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. What question? Oh yeah, I forgot he said that. Jesus. Yeah, I live here. I live right there. My name is Nova. We ain't saying shit. If you do. He rubbed the back of his neck uncomfortably, giving you a small smile. Are you my dad? Ooh, money. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him.
well,
You just gonna say, well, you're not gonna read the whole thing? Okay. Well, can you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry. I should have. Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier.
hmm.
I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age. Cove. That seemed like a strange name for an actual living person to you. You chewed on the inside of your cheek. This guy was definitely obsessed with water. Why does that concern? Oh, I'm gonna blame it that it's nighttime. I swear. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm just like this. It takes me a while sometimes. Give me a sec. Gotta take a sip of water. You thought that was pretty cool. Nah, we're gonna go in the middle. Well, that seemed like a strange lane. How we gonna do that? He wasn't the only person like that in Sunset Bird. Cole's dead. We moved in across the street, see? But why did you have to wait outside my house? He gestured towards a house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Nova Super. I still love that. I picked that name. I couldn't call myself. You know what? His name is Cole. I should have did. My name is Super. Wait, can I change my name? I can't remember. I read the tutorial and I can't remember if they said I could change my name. You must be Nova Super, right? I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8, just like him. So, you met my moms, huh? Okay, sure. He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention. A helpful smile tilting his lips at the corners. Cause I ain't gonna lie, your daddy fine as hell. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Not you gotta pay somebody to be friends with him. Just give it a chance and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
Do you mind?
But you gotta keep it a secret too, okay? Would it be friendly to say his dad sent you? You eyed the man. You kind of felt sorry for Cove. Did other kids really get their parents to pay for friendships? I'm more like these two. Um, what should we pick? Ma, 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 ma. Uh, felt sorry. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids make friends. You knew that. What did you say? Want to make a deal? You took the bill. You didn't want the money. You ran away. What if I ran away? I don't want the money. He took a step back from him, clearly refusing to accept the offer. He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you sure?
I just don't want to take the money. Why can't I just be like friends with him naturally? It won't be so bad. Even if it's just for the summer, that'd be enough. That only made this sound more strange to you. Why does it last for the summer matter? When it was clear his intentional strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill into a back pocket and changed the request. I get it. You don't have to. Would you be comfortable with him and I coming by for a normal visit? No money involved? Yes. Like, I don't need the money. That's so. Yeah, I want to meet him. Okay, you can do that. I guess. You didn't have to ask my mom's. You didn't answer the man. I feel like you gotta ask my mom, but I'll be down for it. But shit, I feel like if I just invite somebody, like, oh, mom, I invite these people over, and they like strangers, like I never met them, even though they met him briefly. I think my mom will like cuss me out. Yeah, you have to ask my mom. His smile got bigger again. His eyes crinkled at the sides. Of course, they invited us over earlier, but I'd like to ask you too. Then I guess you can. Oh, that's cute. He gonna ask me too. I bring him by tomorrow. Wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. Okay, so chat. Yes, I'm a VTuber and stuff, but I also want to get into voice acting and like I want to voice act animes and into games, kind of like this one. I I want to say I'm gonna do like different voices, but even talking right now, my throat is hurting. I think I don't talk this much in general. That's why my throat is hurting. But we're working on it. We got this. Cause if I try to do like this might be his voice and it sound bad. I think I could do different girl voices. He laughed when he said that, but with the way his face look, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If if you see him, can you tell him to come on home? What, he ran away? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss him. Sure thing. I can try. Okay, I can try. You nodded, not totally certain that you'd find code, but willing to look. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head. Don't touch me. I don't know you. Pause before the. Oh, this is why I need to read the rest. Pause before doing so. Then pulled his hand away and said, "Thank you for respecting my boundaries. Your moms are already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here." Imagine if you did. You're like, okay, let me know if you find them. I'm gonna go in the house. I thought he might come back and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Nova. So much. He jogged off down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. Step 1. First sight. Ooh, first sight. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you. Quite familiar. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. Who lives by like beaches or lakes and stuff? Like, do y'all live by beaches, lakes, and stuff, and y'all just like enjoy the scenery and like, but y'all want to live somewhere else? Like, you tired of it, or you just like want to live in that type of place the rest of your life? You always loved the ocean. It was so much fun. You love to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolks and sea serpents you imagine living far beneath the waves. You didn't enjoy the beach all that much, especially the sand, which got absolutely everywhere. My God, me, my dad, and my younger siblings, we went to the beach one summer, and for some reason, my little brother thought it was fun to keep rubbing I said sand on my legs. Like, that was all the entertainment he needed. Just kept grabbing his hand and rubbing it on my legs. He didn't need nothing else, no toys, no bucket, nothing. He just, that was it. Which I was okay with. If I ain't had to move or nothing and chase you around in the heat, that's fine. Uh, I guess I'll go with you let to hear the stories about the sea. I think when I was younger, I did. I'm like mermaids and stuff and sirens and like the whales and sharks and stuff. I like the ocean, but the ocean's scary as hell because we still got a good portion that we still don't know about. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. See, I told you the mermaid. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try to relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone. So you glanced around. Oh, you look cute with his little teal hair. There was a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You You watch him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you found a deer in the wild, though deer didn't have green hair, wavy eyebrows, huge glasses, pink calves, uh, sad frowns. I mean, technically, you don't know if they can't frown. I mean, they don't have everything, I guess. We're just gonna go with the green hair. But this new boy did. You watch as it fluttered softly around his face in the breeze. After a few more seconds, you took a step forward, then another, and then he glanced your way. Oh, he glanced at hello. His aquiline eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scared. Hi. Hey, Space Cadet. Are you lost? Space Cadet. Let's go with Space Cadet. With the start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his sides. Where'd you want to go? You want to fight? He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. Oh, is he crying? He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking them, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You had obviously caught him off guard. His pink cat seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at him, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man earlier had said stuck to you. Cove? Uh, Eyes wide, he studied you. How'd you know that? I met your dad. I'm all knowing. Lucky guess. We're gonna play one. I'm all knowing. That's a lie. Tell the truth. Okay, your dad told me who you were.
Oh.
Yeah. So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at their prospect. I can leave if it is. Yep, you can't own a hill. You shook your head. I shook my head. Fuck it. By doing so, you also picked at a strand of lint on your leg. What a weird question to ask somebody. Oh, he sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Oh, why are you sad? Your dad didn't say anything. Curious about this strange new boy with the odd dad, he sat on a patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Why are you here? Why'd your family move? He'll tell me later. Why are you here? A quiet hiccup escapes Cove as soon as you ask the question. Oh, why is he crying more? Stop crying. You're gonna make me cry. Almost like they never stopped. His tears started up again with a vengeance. My parents, they don't want to live together anymore. I kind of figured that's why. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home. Let me see if I can do this. My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home. There we go. I need to see if I'm gonna be a voice actress. I need to start practicing more with these stories story games I have to read. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cole's chest was heaving with exhaustion. Oh, okay, I kind of relate to him because my parents got divorced too when I was, what they, 8? Mine happened when I was like 6, 5 or 6 between them. And my mom took me and my brother and we moved. We moved back to our hometown. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. Glasses problems. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. I'm sorry. Your dad seems kind of nice. You'll like it here. You just have to get used to it. Don't tell him that. Stop crying. Don't tell him that either. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can do like a kid's voice for like the kids period, and then age my voice up. My throat is gonna be sore by the time we finish this game. Let's think. I don't know if I'm going to finish the game tonight. Maybe. I'm a night owl. Plus, I kind of got insomnia, so we might just pull out all nighter. But not all nighter. The game shouldn't be that long. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cole wound himself up again for another long cry fit. No, stop crying. You felt bad for him, being forced to come here with no choice. You couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms, but it must be pretty hard. But from way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Nova!
Cove?
Kids, where did you go? Cole looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here. Don't tell them we're here. There we go.
I want to go home.
I want to go home. I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home. You can handle it. You have to go. Don't worry so much. Sorry, I had to. It will be okay. Uh, it will be okay. You were struck by a sudden need to reassure Coase. It, it's not gonna all be fun, but isn't he your family too? Yeah, I guess. Then you could count on him when you really, really need him. Did that voice sound good? I don't know. You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cole stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove, can you hear me? He looked towards the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not bandaged arm.
Sorry.
Sorry, I still don't want to go. You called out yourself. You waited silently with him. You tried to convince him. Nah, we can stay. Yeah, I get it. Because I'm not going to force you. I mean, we still got to go at some point. But, if you need, like, a little bit more time, because, like, the parents are freaking out. But, sometimes you got to, like, take a little bit more time and take a deep breath. Calm yourself a little bit. And then, interact with other people. You do? Wait, did I read what she said? I guess we're gonna say she gets it. Before you could answer, you heard Cole's dad, even closer than before. There you are, bud. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you, and they rushed over. Oh, look, our moms! I guess I got her eyes. Ooh, I like the. Oh my god, she looked like she could be a werewolf. She looked like she could be a vampire. Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. Nova, you're here all at all. I like how it says mom and mommy. That's what I did for like me and my best friend mom. So I'll call my mom like ma or mom, and then like my best friend's mom, I'm like mommy. I still call her mommy to this day. We had been at the park to check for Cove, and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away. No, we were just sitting here in the grass. Why is everybody acting like this is such a big thing? We're okay, don't worry. Cole didn't want to go home just yet. I'm just going like, don't worry, we're good. Thank God you're both fine. So which one is mom and which one mommy? I'm guessing this is mommy because she sighed. Were you two having fun out here? You look over at Cole, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. You shrug. Yes, I like him. Yes, I like him. Um, he's good. I think I'm going to marry. Imagine if you say that right thing. Do we want to do that? Oh my god. You know what? Let's do this. Let's be ambitious. Let's be like, yes, that's already my future husband. Sunset. Dude, I'm claiming him right now. Yo, this game is fun. You nodded, smiling slightly. Oh, they smiling. They found it cute. That's cute. How would y'all feel if y'all kids like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry this person? Oh, that's wonderful. Finally, letting go of his squirming, scowling son, Cole's dad turned to the three of you.
That's a relief.
Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing Nova knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should get going home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove.
Bye.
Bye. Bye bye. The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading towards the neighborhood. He watched Cole's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Hmm. Tell you what, we'll have a proper play date tomorrow, okay? Oh, I bit my tongue. I bit my tongue. Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? Sure, can I show him my stuff? It sounded like words. You nodded, ducking your head down. If I put ducking my head down, is it like a shy ducking your head down, or is it like weary, kind of ducking your head down? Let's go with this. I want to see what to do. Both of your moms laughed. The sound overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied, and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. Choose your feeling for Cove. This is how you feel towards Cove for this step. It could change in later steps. Why can't I put love? Comfort, direct, relaxed, nervous, crush, bond, indifferent. I mean, we're kids. I want to say for right now, we're kind of like relaxed. I want to say like bond or different crush right now. Or do I do both? I do relaxed. That's my relaxed face. Um, fine and different. What should we put? I guess we could be fond. Like we're fond of him. I did say he about to be my husband. I mean, I said he gonna be my husband. Should I put crush? No, we gonna do it fine. I said he gonna be my husband, but he gotta build up to it. Begin step one at relaxed fondness. You won't be able to change it again until step two. That's fine. We got this. Ooh, I got achievement. Childhood friendship. At the breakfast table the next morning, you finish your food faster than usual. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you stayed put. Is it like our older sister or younger sister? Today, just like your moms had promised, Cole was coming over to hang out. Yo, we got a nice house. Do you see the background? Excited to see your new friend again, Nova? Yeah, I am.
How sweet.
How sweet. I'm so happy he moved in.
Okay.
With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Yeah. Haha, I don't know. Am I? I feel like that's my response. Your bowl was entirely empty, so you nodded. You don't know ha ha ha. You gestured down to your empty dish in front of you, raising your eyebrows dramatically.
Okay.
Okay, we see. Good job. He should be here soon. Clean up clean up began and then, on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud though. Did Cole come here by himself? We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know, I know. Nova, could you get it? What if it's not Cole? What if it's like a stranger knocking on the door and about to snatch me? Wiggling out of your chair without really pushing it back, you made your way to the door. Oh, so he did come with that. Hey, Super Family. Thanks for having us. I forgot my last name was Super. I'm like, why did he say Super Family? Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here. Cole looked different in the bright lighting of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. With his dad standing in front of him and mom and mommy behind you, you and Cole looked at each other. Pleased to see your new friend again. You smiled at Cole. Aw, he smiled back with some hesitation. Let's go play in my room.
Okay. Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun, kids.
See you.
See you later, son. Play nice. Oh, look at our room. We got a little plushie. What's up? We got little gift boxes, calendar. Oh, what kind of books do we read? Ooh, and we drawing. Look at our little picture in the background. I had a bed kind of like this. It just did have this frame, but it did have like drawers at the bottom. And I think like at this like age, I had like a Hannah Montana stuff, and it was like princess. I don't know why. When I was younger, everybody thought my favorite color was pink, and it was not pink. But I had like a pink room. I had like pink princess. I had a pink Hannah Montana comforter and stuff. Like pink was not my favorite color at the time. It was just red. Now I got three favorite colors. You led him to your room, puffing out your chest a little bit at the sight of your treasures. There were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, a window to look out. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it to in a while, but you were really proud of it. He leaned in a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall. I like this. Me too. I drew that. Thank you. I don't. Damn, why I don't like it? I guess we'll say thank you. You're welcome. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art, and you were glad he noticed it. You turn to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on your walls. You start to feel a bit nervous. You felt the atmosphere was kind of awkward. You were glad for the company. You hoped he liked your room. I would say I'm kind of nervous. I feel like nervous and hope he liked your room kind of like ties together in some way. Feel a bit nervous. You wanted to say something, but didn't know what. So you let him keep looking. Then his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you've collected, tucked away by your door. You took a step forward towards it, before hesitating and pointed at it and said, "What's that?" "A holder of stuff I found on the beach."
Oh,
"Do you have any driftwood in there?" Dragging the box into the middle of the room, you and Cole flopped down next to it. "I think so. Yeah. See?" He dressed it to a piece at the bottom, still covered with specks and sand.
neat.
"Neat. This is a good collection." You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice, or to be like Shiloh. He actually liked it. "Oh right, almost forgot. Shiloh is going to be here today." "Who's Shiloh?" "Shiloh? Lizzie's friend, or like her number one fan, I guess."
Hmm.
"Do I have to see him?" Damn. Look at his face. Like, who's he? "It should be okay. I mean, he's Lizzie's friend, not mine. But you know. Come on, check out my shells some more. I found this one under a big piece of seaweed that had washed ashore, and..." You pulled out seashell after seashell, explaining where you got each one and holding them up against the light. I like how she remembered, because I would have forgotten, Loki. I'm like, I found this in the sand. I found this, like, close to the water. Somebody gave me this. I don't know who though. I think. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand. Over the past few years, you even learned some of their scientific names. There's scientific names for seashells. Wow, learn something new every day. The collection was so huge and varied that you had lots of funny stories to tell for all of them. Your voice faltered a little bit, but you kept going as best as you could. I'll say the scientific name because I feel like that's cool because I didn't even know there's like scientific names for seashells. You had a whole picture book dedicated to different shells and sea life. You learned a lot by flipping through its pages. Apparently, fascinated either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cole listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. It was a new experience to be the center of such dedicated focus. But Cove hadn't been mean to you, so you didn't mind. You smiled at him every now and then while showing him your collection. Mommy. "Kids, come down to the living room." You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. Oh, he wanted to stay with us and learn about seashells. I'm sorry, Mommy. Come on. We was having fun. Yeah, y'all, my throat hurt. Kelp hadn't been liking this meeting you. You guess it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, not that Parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cole his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. What we tell him when like we're teenagers? Can we do that? Before you knew it, you'd both been escorted downstairs and deposited in the living room. Deposited? Yeah, in the living room, ready for Charlotte's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway.
Um,
"I brought the box of shells. I'm gonna keep looking at him. Great. Okay. But be careful. You should have asked. Nah, great. Bust it open. We can keep looking while we wait for Shiloh. Cole reached in and pulled out a big orange shell. Oh, like he hadn't spoken aloud yet. He turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining. I think this one is the best one, best of them all. That's my favorite too. Like, should I be okay, we got this. Cool throat, bless yourself. I feel like after this, I'm gonna make me like some warm tea and put honey in it to soothe my throat. That's my favorite too. I like a different one best. I can show it to you. You can take it. Ooh, you can take it. Give it to him. Chloe looked at you in surprise, his eyes growing wide. Really? Sure. You like it a lot, right? Uh-huh. But I don't want to take it from you. It's okay. You got the impression he was hesitant to accept something because he didn't know you very well. Take the down shell. Let me stop. You insisted, you let it go. Insisted. No, it's okay for you. You pushed the shell against Cole's chest, wanting him to receive the present, but Cole firmly shook his head and kept his arm tautly at his side. Take the damn shell. It was a battle you couldn't win, at least not today. Cole was your neighbor now. Maybe you could give it to him another time. Give it to him for his birthday, if his birthday hadn't passed yet. The two of you were still sitting on the floor, looking through your collection of beach findings, when the doorbell rang. Cole jumped, startled by the sound. Since the president had a knock, you figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that. Lizzie's friend? You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cole feel better. I almost called him Cole. It was already obvious that Cole didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away. This isn't a good idea. You'll be alright. He's here. We can't tell him to leave. He's at our only door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you. Cole glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked onto the back of the house. I can go out the window. You is literally like, I'm not meeting this person that bad. He was already walking towards it, scrambling to think of something to say. You stepped forward, then paused. Do you want to break your other arm? Shiloh is the least scary person alive. Cheer up, Shiloh's gonna like you. Please don't get hurt. I'll come with you. Good idea, let's go. Fuck it, let's climb out the window. Good idea. Let's go. Hurry. They'll see where we're going. He glanced back at you, then nodded. The two of you made your way to the window together. It wasn't much of a distance to clamber out, but by the time you landed gently in the bushes, you looked out to see that Cole was already taking off away from the house. Damn, he really did not want to meet him. He was fast, but you knew you could outrun him if you wanted to. He was not that fast. You knew you could outrun him if you had to. Isn't these both kind of okay? He was not that fast, but neither were you. At that speed, you weren't sure if you could go fast enough to reach him. He was not that fast. You knew you could outrun him if you had to. He was fast, but you knew you could outrun him if you had to. Okay, what's the difference? He was not fast. Oh. We'll do the first one. He was fast, but you knew you could outrun him if you had to. Cove! You ran as fast as your legs would take you, grass whipping around your ankles as you did so. Cautiously, Cole slowed to a halt and looked back at you. Where are you going? I don't know. Somewhere else. I just don't want to see. How the hell did he find us? We did not run fast. You looked back and saw a Shallow huffing down the hill after you. The backpack he clutched bouncing all around all along the way. What are you doing? Can I come? No, you're supposed to be with my sister. He must have seen you leaving out the window and followed behind.
Hi.
Oh, look at all the freckles. Oh, hi. Are you Cole?
Yeah.
I'm Shiloh. Okay, yo. I love Cole. Yep. Are we going back? Or are we going to play outside? Shiloh's eye moved between you and Cole. The smile remained strong on his face. Y'all ever read and like your mind autocorrects to something that's not what it is that you read, the word that you're reading? It got a honey frown from Cove in response. You were just grateful he hadn't asked why you had been running away. Inside, we left the box on the floor. Alright, my shells and stuff. We had to make sure they're okay.
Okay.
With Shallow trailing behind, you and Cove headed back towards the house. So what's all about it, sir? You know I'm racing my breath trying to run after you. I like his little overalls. The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at the beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else, especially if Cove was having fun. Hey, check out this scallop shell I found. Cool, right? I feel like I keep changing her voice. Oh, it's a pretty color. Kind of like my cast. The beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like the wrap around his arm. Pink is a nice color. Okay, yo.
Oh?
Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue. It might be yellow. So the colors are the choices that the tutorial is talking about. Once again, y'all didn't hear me read it. Just read on the screen. Oh, those are all cool.
I guess.
I like those colors too. They are better colors. Not sure how to deal with the sudden, more awkward silence. You look back at your shells. Let's try to lighten it. I like those colors too.
Awesome.
But the nail smiled. Like usual, it didn't take long for Charlotte to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Charlotte didn't seem to know what to do with himself. So why are you here? Then they said that Lizzie was outside playing. Go outside and play with her. Am I being mean? Am I being mean to this whatever year old? I don't know if he's younger or not. He kind of looked younger. And Cole wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either. Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know.
Aw.
Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach. Probably. Is she playing at her park? Cole's eyes lit up at the mention of the park, and he looked towards you.
Ah.
There's a park? Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I want to go. He started getting up before you had even answered, and Charlotte jumped up beside him in excitement. I can't wait to see our sister. Really? You do too? You do too, right, Nova? The park is fun. I love it. The park is pretty great. No, the park is pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right at the beach, so there's lots of fun stuff to do and lots of sand. It has a jungle gym and a bunch of swings. That sounds like it could be cool. So, are we going to find Lizzie? You could have found her yourself, or you could just came over like, "Hey, where's Lizzie?" And then I'll tell you, and then left. I don't know. I never really wanted to see her. I just want to check the park out. There. Adrift without any direction. Shiloh finally turned to you. Okay. He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. Then getting permission for your moms. The three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your mom that it was so short she had always be allowed to walk there by herself. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth. Hey, Lizzie! Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide. Nova, Shiloh! I don't know what voice to give her. I feel like I'm already giving me this. How am I supposed to do? Yo, I was struggling. Hi! She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you two and scrambled over to the sand by her. You were used to being left out when it was just the three of you. By now, Cole was here. Thank God. You wondered if he would leave too. Oh, look at, oh! Okay, now she look older. Is this older sister or younger sister? I don't remember if they mentioned it or not. Shiloh look sassy. Who's that? It's Cole. He's new.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I can't do it. I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together. She gestured wildly with her arms as if to present the area to the newcomer. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wiggle your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with these ideas. You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie is the oldest. Oh, okay, so she's the oldest. I guess it's us two, and then Shiloh, cause Shiloh looking younger than us. By a lot. My mom said you're Nova's age.
Yeah.
Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits. Damn, would you like 10? What about other kids? Other kids? Are we the only kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Charlotte just visiting from another place. Oh. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful that oldies don't try to steal your youth. Oh my god. Are the kids going to say that about me? No, I don't want to get old.
Oh.
For a second, it looked like he might cry again. Please don't cry. But something in his eyes shifted and he looked back at Lizzie. I swear to God, if you go for my oldest sister, I would be so sad. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Probably all of them. Grandparents who don't have kids, they hate kids. Well, damn. Why? We haven't done anything. Only some of them don't like kids. Stop saying stuff like that. You're gonna upset him. Yeah, they're really bad. Only some of them. You interject quickly, hoping Lizzie wouldn't take things too far. Cole sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cole down, but Cole wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Shiloh was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation. I ain't gonna lie, our sister looked like a diva. Just a little bit. I met Lizzie and Nova in school. You'll see tons of kids there once summer is over. I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end. Shiloh looked down to the dirt. He hasn't had much luck striking up a conversation with Cole. I like summer vacations a lot too. All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie left. At Shadow's discomfort, at how weird she thought Cole was, at something else entirely you didn't really know. But she left, face scrunching up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take a set. Ooh, set. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. Ugh. You offer him a small smile, and that, at least, looked to reassure him some. For the rest of the summer, Cole was always there. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days, when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. You became a staple of your everyday life, the way sun and lunch and the beaches were. During your first summers together, you really liked Cove. He was a fun person to play with, and he seemed to like playing with you too. Of course, that was only the start of things. Are you serious? I gotta pay for like library, ghost, barbecue, run away, and sleepover. Guys, we gonna do this, and then we gonna come back and do the DLCs. I feel like I like this game. I wouldn't mind like replaying it. Ooh, let's save. We're saving. Okay, we saved. Movement, moment, select, step one. Shopping, grown up, long day, sandcastle, fireflies. I think I'm more towards sandcastle and fireflies. La la la. Why the hell would I end? Let's do fireflies. Y'all call them fireflies or lightning bugs? I call them lightning bugs. Oh my god, that reminds me of Princess and the Frog with Ray. Oh my god. Alright, tonight we're gonna catch fireflies. At this blunt declaration from your sister, you looked up from your macaroni and cheese dinner. Fireflies were a familiar sight over summer, coming out on a warm nights to dance through the sky. Tonight was particularly balmy. Balmy? You knew there were bound to be a ton of them around. Okay, so she is mom, so I was right. Oh, oh, you're here. You are here. Are you? No. Yeah. You started eating faster. You looked over at your mom's. You pushed your food around your plate. I guess you looked over. They hadn't answered for sure yet, but if that's what Lizzie said you do, that's probably what you end up doing. Lizzie was an expert in getting her way. I told you. Diva. Haven't mastered the art of it by the time she could talk. That's a good idea. Lizzie, can we eat Mrs. Super? I said, oh, yeah. Keep forgetting my last name is Super. What's a supper? Shallow tapped his fork against the table excitedly. His face lightened up as he looked at Lizzie. It was unusual for Shallow to still be here. Like always, his mom had to bring him over really early in the morning before her job started. But normally, she would have picked him up by now. She called before dinner to let your moms know she'll be late. You didn't hear why. Probably more at work things. You thought maybe getting to hang out with Shallow for longer is what made Lizzie want to keep running outside. Staying at home and watching TV was never an option for her when it gets over. That's why you were pretty sure she'd get your mom to agree.
Well,
Well, it's already dark outside. Lizzie gave Mom the best puppy dog eyes she could, slowly spooning mac and cheese into her mouth while you waited for their response.
There, there.
Let them go. Nights like this don't happen every day. Your parents exchanged a look. Then Mom eventually sighed and nodded back. Yes!
Fine.
Fine, fine. Just make sure you stay on the hill behind our house with all the poppies, okay?
duh.
I'm gonna say puppies. Duh, Mom. That's where most of them are. The idea had only just been planted in your head, but already you could just picture all the glowing lights spread out in front of you, like the fairies from them bedtime stories Mommy read sometimes. Lizzie and Charlotte started digging into their food, and it soon became a race to see who could finish their dinner first.
Isn't that great?
Aren't you excited to go outside and play, Nova? You gave a non-committal shrug. Nova just mad because I always catch the most. Bitch, ain't nobody mad. I should not be calling that girl a bitch, but we're gonna call her a bitch. Lizzie boasted proudly, her mouth full of food, and Mom gave her a stern look. Elizabeth. Knock on the door arrested Mom before she could, no doubt, scold your sister. I'll get it. The big sister jumped out of her seat and ran over to the door, pulling it open without even looking out the window to see who it was.
Huh?
You shifted in your seat to try and get a glance of the unexpected guest.
Hi.
Good evening, Cove. Cove, we missed you. Since we've been to bed. Your mommy had already walked to the door by the time you managed to see past Charlotte's flappy head. Oh, Cove. Hold on. Warm up. Oh, Cove. Hi, you're here. Cove smiled at your enthusiastic greeting, and you hoped Mommy would ask him to stay. It didn't matter why he was there. It meant that he could join you all in catching fireflies. Then, for a few seconds, Cove said nothing. He only stood there and looked up at your mommy with a face almost like he was considering turning around and leaving. My dad told me to drop this off because I guess he borrowed it from you. Cole took a familiar screwdriver from out of his large side pocket. Eyes now dropped to the floor. We left ours back home when we moved. Great, thanks. Bye. Dad. Yo, what's up with these kids?
Thank you.
Thank you. Here, why don't you come inside for a bit? Lizzie crossed her arms and looked at her chin. Cole shrugged, and Mom stood from the table too. I'll give your dad a call to let him know that you're going to be here all right. Cole shuffled fully inside, his eye remaining on the ground. Mommy closed the door behind him.
Hi.
Hi, Cole. Charlotte gave Cole a friendly smile while waving by holding up his hand and opening and closing his fingers. Cove nodded in a response. Cove, are you going to catch fireflies with us? You could come outside with us if you want to. You weren't sure what to say now. What should we do? If I say if you want to, I feel like he's gonna be like no. Let's just see. You could come outside with us if you want to. In the corner of your eye, you can see Lizzie glaring at you for mentioning the excursion to an outsider. Lizzie, you can kiss these hands. Trying not to meet her gaze, you looked at Cove. Whatever Lizzie thought of him, he wasn't exactly a stranger anymore. We're gonna catch fireflies on the hill outside. You said that with a smile, hoping Cove would want to go.
Yeah.
I can do that. I've never caught one before. Oh my god, I remember. So I used to live in DC. I remember when I was in DC and I would like be on the porch at night and I would catch the lightning bugs in my hands. I feel like one of them peed on me or something because I remember when I opened my hand, it was like something like yellowish brown on my fucking hand. It's too bad he didn't have a chance before now. The fireflies weren't out when he first moved in, and there must not have been any where he used to live. We can't go until after dinner. At least she pointed this out. Lizzie walked back to the table and took her seat. There wasn't much left on her plate. Yes, see, babe, you try to like do this, you try to stall and be like, no, no, you already try to scarf it down, and look, you ain't got nothing else. Since this was very true, you decided to finish up your own stuff as well. Cole stepped closer and eyed what was on the menu for your family's meal. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, my dad and I ate earlier. What did you have? Eggs. The clip, one word of answer seemed to discourage Charlotte from asking any more questions. Yo, are they ever going to be friends? His eyes slowly wandered back to the last scraps of his food on his plate. Her phone call with Cole's dad must have ended because your mom came back into the room.
Okay.
Cole, your dad said you can stay for a little while if you like, but he's going to come get you before it gets too much later. Sure.
Fun.
Oh, fun. This will be so nice. As you polished off the meal, you hoped it would be too. The three of you all finished eating shortly after, and Lizzie led the way outside. Remember, don't stray too far. It's fine, Mom. Charlotte trailed so closely after Lizzie, he was literally stepping on her heels. Cole hesitated at the door. Coming? After a moment, he did.
Bye.
Bye, children. The two of you were okay. I ain't gonna lie, my voice hurt. So like the next, I guess, moment, whatever that we could pick. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm about to end the stream. The two of you were a good 10 or 15 feet behind Lizzie and Shallow. By the time you walked outside, you pushed the door shut behind you, watching their figures get further and further away.
Hurry up!
You're so slow, Nova. We don't have all night. I swear to God. Just smother her in her sleep. That's too far, but Jesus, I don't like Lizzie. You started to run when you heard Lizzie's voice calling you, but paused when you saw Cole still walking at a relaxed pace. Are you not going to come? You tugged him along. You walked with him. You waved at him to hurry. You ran off. I'm gonna walk with him, cause fuck Lizzie. You fell behind, sliding up next to him and matching his stride. He noticed right away.
It's okay.
You can go ahead if you want. You smile and shake your head. I don't. Oh, look at the back. Yo, this game is beautiful. Like the art style and the scenery in the backgrounds. After a short while, the two of you reached the hill behind the house. The fireflies were out in full force, floating on the breeze, their gentle glow winking in and out and creating an almost magical effect. Liz had already climbed to the top. Shiloh was spinning in circles somewhere around the middle.
Wow.
Shiloh took a moment to come over and welcome the both of you to the hill. He's so nice. He's so sweet. Cole just like, I just want to go home. Hi guys. It's really great out, huh? See how many there are? Yeah. A firefly danced through the air, landing on Cole's sea green head. Shiloh couldn't help but giggle. You and Shiloh couldn't help but giggle. You quietly looked on. You shooed the bug away. No, you and Shiloh. Covering your mouth with a hand, the sound escaped you, and Cole looked at you in confusion. What? You judged to his head, and he reached up, making the firefly dart away. Cover jumped, and then followed after the glow.
Oh,
Oh look, Lizzie had one. That's amazing. Shallow ran to the highest point of the hill, making sure not to lose his hat or backpack along the way. Do he take that backpack wherever he go? What's in the backpack? You hummed as the group divided and conquered, shifting your gaze to the dozens of other fireflies sailing around. The game was on. You had a bandage on your thumb, and you tried to be cautious of that. When did I get hurt? When I hurt my thumb? You had a bandage on your palm, and you tried to be cautious of that. You had two bandages on your hand, and you tried to be cautious. Why is my hand like need bandages? Y'all not explaining this. You were good at not getting cuts or scratches, so you weren't too worried about that. I guess we heard. I guess we could like you had a bandage on the palm of your hand. Try to be cautious. Or do I want to use both hands? We could do both hands. I want to see if I do both hands, how much would code help us? Spotting one close by, you approach it with an assassin-like stealth, crouching down to make yourself seem like less of a threat. Slowly dragging one foot in front of the other, you crept up towards it, arms stretched out. You close your hand around it, around the little glowing orb, carefully not to crush it. The firefly landed on your palm, almost docile, and you stare down at your prize in delight. Its tiny legs tickle your skin, and you giggle at the sensation. Clove kept up with his own target, but when he tried to grab it, his pink cast waved awkwardly through the air, foiling his efforts to clap his hands around the firefly. I forgot he had a cast. Ugh. Clove watched it vanish into the air with a dissatisfied expression on his face. You encouraged him to try again. You told him about the firefly you had. You made a joke about what happened. You did your own thing. You can encourage him. You'll get the next one. Did you catch one? You nodded, and Cole gave up his hunt for the moment, coming closer and peering at the insect still crawling across your palm. You held out your hand, and he leaned closer, his eyes widening a tad behind his glasses. Cole remained hypnotized by the little bug as he inched his hand closer to yours. Ultimately, he settled his fingers lightly over the top of the ones you were holding open. It tickled. You stayed very still. You pulled your hand back. Why the hell would I put my... Who is mean to this chat? Why would y'all choose, like, the mean options? Like, this boy is already sad that his parents split and he's living in a new town, don't know nobody, and y'all gonna be mean to my boy? Like, no. The last thing you wanted was to accidentally scare the shiny treasure off. Oh, look, and you got my hand. Oh, now I can see that. Why didn't y'all show me the hand when I was doing this shit? Like, I ain't gonna lie, his hand don't look like no kid hand. I don't know why. Question though, what did I do to get hurt? The firefly noticed the new connection, crawled up onto Cole's hand. He quietly gasped. It worked! Yeah, you got one. Cole's lip turned up into a slow smile, and his eyes shined brighter than the bug. Thanks, Nova. With a laugh, he gave the palm of your hand a friendly smack, performing an awkward low five. Startled by the extreme movement, the tiny light disappeared before you could even blink. Your firefly was gone.
Sorry.
Oops. Sorry. You scolded him, you forgave him, you teared up. You forgave him, like, there's more that y'all could catch. That's okay. I couldn't keep it forever.
You're right.
Right. But Bags had to stay outside. Let's get another. You decide to collect more, you decide to sit in the garage and watch. No, we're gonna do this together. Uh-huh. We can work together. His face broke out into a wide grin. We'll get a bunch. With renewed vigor, you ran and oh, my bad, sorry. You ran out into the hill. You're not sure how much time passed while you were in the thick of it. All you could focus on was the adventure at hand. No critter was safe from your grasp. At first you tried to keep a tally of how many you had caught, but once the number grew higher than 10, you had no more fingers left to count with. You were having the time of your life, racing up and down the hill with the crash of the ocean and the sound of everyone's laughter echoing in the background. Nova, this way. You followed the sound of Cole's voice to the top of the hill, watching as he stretched his arms in front of him, reaching with his fingers and only narrowly missing his target. Clove, you took turns trying to scare fireflies in the direction of the other. You showed him some techniques that you had learned, like how to cup your hands correctly, and he listened attentively before trying it for himself. There were a few times when you almost ran into each other, giggling as you dove to the side at the last moment. Luckily, disaster was avoided each time. It was an overall huge success, with the both of you catching multiple fireflies each. Eventually, the fireflies began to thin out and your energy started to lapse. You decided it was time to call off the hunt. Oh, he's smiling. Clover didn't explain. He breathed in heavily, and his face seemed really flustered. That was fun. A lot of fun. You smiled at him broadly, happy that he enjoyed the activity. Yeah, it was.
Come on!
Nova, Cove, get up here. We're going to have a race. I was like, God, please, Nova. Tripper. The shouting caught you off guard. It had been quite a while since you heard from Lizzie or Shiloh. You glanced over to see them both standing on the top of the hill again. Lizzie beckoned to you with quick hand gestures. If she was like that, you knew there wasn't much room for disagreement. Up the incline you went. From the corner of your eye, you saw Cove was coming as well. Cove, I probably can't beat her, but you can. And if you beat her, then I beat her. We beat her together. He didn't care for Lizzie a lot. Me neither. So you thought he might be intrigued just by the idea of race. Hi.
Cove.
Hi. Cove, you can't roll down the hill. You could hurt your arm again. You'll be the referee for the rest of us. Oh, we're rolling down a hill. I thought we was running. As Lizzie pointed this out, Cole froze in place. Oh, it was that kind of race. He frowned down at his cast. That was the second time it got in the way tonight. What? Yeah, you'll watch and see who gets to the bottom first. That's important. Got it.
I guess.
The castle was sturdy. If he was careful, he could have done it. Lizzie might have just been looking for a reason to make someone else the referee. But it was already decided. You got a position for the race? I'll stay with Cove. I'm going to do something else. No, I'll stay with Cove.
Really?
Really? Why? You don't have to. It's okay. I want to watch. You moved beside him on the top of the hill, even though Lizzie eyed you and made a face. Lizzie, do you got beef with me? Because clearly you do. That's not how races work. We only need one referee. Shrugging your shoulders, you refused to budge, and Lizzie let out a huff before throwing her hands in the air. Fine. I'll be the winner, whether you join or not. Lizzie moved to lay down, and Charlotte did the same. Cole stood slightly to the side to get a better vantage point, and you stood next to him. Countdown. Cole stood up a little straighter. It seemed like he was taking his newfound referee duties serious. 3, 2, 1, go! Lizzie and Charlotte took off, letting gravity do the work, and rolling at a high speed towards the bottom of the hill. Yo, did y'all ever do that when y'all was kids? I remember doing that. And I remember getting dizzy as hell and being hard to stand up. I also remember like almost crashing into like the people in front of me. Like, yeah, in front of me. You almost getting kicked. You and Cole leaned forward to watch them go. Eyes peeled for which of the two would reach at the bottom first. Please, Charlotte, I know you're little. I need you to beat her. They were both neck and neck until about halfway down the hill. Lizzie started to veer off to the side, giving Charlotte a huge advantage. Yes, Charlotte! She obviously hadn't noticed a thing, and as soon as Charlotte reached the bottom of the hill, he jumped up excitedly and threw his hands in the air. I won! Ow, I bit my tongue again. Almost immediately, he fell back onto the grass, still dizzy from his roll down the hill. See, that's what I'm saying. Dizzy as hell. Yeah, so I could do like roller coasters, like when they spin in a circle and stuff. But I can't do self motion. Like if I spin in a chair or if I like spin in a circle, like standing up or whatever, I start to get sick. And it's weird that I could be on like a boat, one of those like rides where, okay, so one of the like ferries, they had a ride called Zero Gravity where you stand straight and it spins really fast and it tilts around and stuff. I could do that, but I can't do it myself. Almost immediately, he fell back onto the grass, still dizzy from his roll down the hill. Lizzie stumped out of the bush she had ended up in, as you should, as you deserve, spluttering angrily and brushing leaves from the front of her dress. Not bad, you got lucky. Let's do it again and see who wins for real. Kids, it's time to come in. Aha. No round two for you.
Ugh.
No. You snickered, feeling grateful you hadn't been a part of the mini debacle. You caught Cove's eyes and saw that he was doing the same. You didn't second that by our birdie. It had gotten late and was beginning to feel just a bit chilly, and you made your way out of the hills. But the cold in the air hadn't dampened anyone's spirits. The four of you walked back home together, side by side, down your neighborhood street, discussing the evening with each person trying to prove that they were the one who caught the most fireflies. You knew that whoever really did catch the most didn't matter much anyway. All that mattered was that you all had a good time, which, judging by the smiles on everybody's faces, you did. Yo, I really like my character. Like, I feel like me and her are absolutely vibing. We connected. And I like how they have like choices, like multiple choices that kind of like you could like, oh yeah, I really would say this, or I really would do this and stuff, or like I did do this and stuff. But like I said, we are gonna save this here, save it here. Yes, I'm sure I'm saving it, and like, unf- unfortunately, chat, we gotta stop this here. Yes, and I swear to God, if I have to restart over, I am going to cry, along with my throat. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing these damn span thingies. Okay, I like this game, even though my throat hurt reading it. I love it. You know, Lizzie could catch these hands. I'm being so serious. She literally got that whole mean older sister vibes, and I don't like it. But Cove, oh my God, Cove is so sweet. I feel so bad, and that's another thing I like about game. I connect with Cove because I kind of had like a similar situation with my parents and moved to a new town. And poor Shallow, Shallow just want to be friends with Cove, and Cove was not having it. Like, oh hi, we could be friends, and Cove like no. I like you had an option. Like I feel like some kids be doing that too. It remind me of Little Rascals. What? Oh, I forgot her name. I feel so bad when um he was able to make that choice. Like, oh yeah, I do like him. He's gonna be my husband. He's my husband. It remind me of the girl from Little Rascals whose name is escaping me right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow too, and I think I want to play this game some more. Let me know what you guys think about the games and stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a good night and see you soon. Bye, Pack.